This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. Leaders of the Crow and Fort Peck tribes in Montana are updating residents about COVID-19 cases on their reservation. Nikki Willett has more.
Crow Tribal Chairman A.J. Not Afraid confirmed the Crow Nation's first COVID-19 case last Thursday. Not Afraid says the local Indian Health Service alerted the tribe's incident command. The patient is in isolation, and public health nurses are monitoring people who recently came in close contact. Last Wednesday, the Fort Peck Tribe's COVID-19 task force announced 2 employees at Riverside Family Clinic, which is located within the tribe's reservation boundaries, had contracted the illness. Chairman Floyd Azure had previously warned tribal members that spreading false information could be prosecuted with a $500 fine and possible jail time. Montana's health department says 13 of the state's nearly 400 confirmed COVID-19 cases are American Indian. That's roughly 3%. Most tribal executives in Montana are requiring reservation residents to self-quarantine after traveling off reservation. Some have set up checkpoints at reservation entry points and have issued evening curfews in an effort to slow the spread of the virus. Crow tribal executives are urging people to shop locally and avoid cities like Billings, Montana, and Sheridan, Wyoming. For National Native News, I'm Nikki Willett.
The Gila River Indian Community in Arizona has obtained a rapid Abbott analyzer unit to address COVID-19 testing. Test results from the analyzer are expected to be ready within minutes and will be conducted on the reservation instead of waiting days to learn of test results. Governor Stephen Roe Lewis says it arrived this week after working with the Indian Health Service and the White House to obtain the technology. The governor says the analyzer is a potential game changer for the community to help with COVID-19 response efforts. In a video message to tribal citizens, Governor Lewis encourages people to continue to follow measures already in place.
And you must all continue to do your part by sheltering in place, avoiding unnecessary travel outside your home, washing your hands frequently, and social distancing. Until we have our testing in place, our social distancing measures are our most effective measures for protecting our community, our elders, our most vulnerable, and ourselves. As you all know, there is no vaccine at this time, so the only vaccine is your behavior to continue your social distancing until there is a vaccine developed.
As of Monday, there were 23 positive cases of COVID-19 on the Gila River Indian Community. Navajo police issued more than 115 citations during a 57-hour weekend curfew. The Navajo Nation issued the curfew order in an effort to slow the spread of COVID-19. The Navajo Police Department, with 7 police districts and more than 120 officers, implemented the curfew operation over the weekend across Navajo land. A nightly curfew remains in place, which officers say they'll continue to enforce. Due to the Easter holiday, the tribe did not report new cases of COVID-19. As of Monday, positive tests for COVID-19 reached 813 for the Navajo Nation, with 28 deaths related to the coronavirus. New Mexico U.S. Senators Tom Udall and Martin Heinrich say they're urging the Federal Emergency Management Agency to take prompt action on tribal requests for COVID-19 funding. The senators sent a letter to FEMA officials outlining concerns about impacts COVID-19 is having on tribes in New Mexico, including taking economic hits by the closure of tribal businesses. Federal appropriations have been set aside for tribes to respond to COVID-19. FEMA is the lead agency coordinating federal response. The letter from the senators asks that all tribes in New Mexico, regardless of whether they have an independent declaration or fall under the state of New Mexico's declaration, receive 100% federal cost share. I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced by Koahnic Broadcast Corporation with funding by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Hey, Ivan. Good to see ya.
You too. What brings you here?
I'm informing people about the 2020 census.
The census? Yeah, everyone knows about that.
They don't. They really don't. But I do. And when we participate, it helps determine funding. You know, for things like grants and programs in our communities.
Cool, that's good to know.
The census is for all American Indians and Alaska Natives. Shape our future. Start here. Complete the census at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.